can I make a GM Dodge truck cap fit my F-150? I thought it was a good project, and maybe it's something that you guys can use too. If you want a cap temporarily or permanently, you don't want to buy a brand new one for all the money, maybe you can get a cheap one, a used one from a guy, fix it up a little bit and put it on your truck. Let's find out. To the cap. So here's the cap we found, and it's a beauty. By the way, it's upside down right now. Looks kind of funny. This cap is in near mint condition. Now, by that I'm talking about the fiberglass, the actual fiberglass, the cap itself, the body, near mint condition. And they're a little bit hard to find. Caps tend to get banged around. Caps are used by contractors and so on. They get banged around. This one we purchased, and it's beautiful. Mint condition, almost. A few scratches. I fixed up with some touch-up paint. I touched up a few places, polished it and waxed it. It's gorgeous. The windows work. They have full-length windows on the sides, sliders with screens in them, both sides, window at the front, and a window at the back. So it's an excellent cap. Paid $400 for it. $400 for this cap. Good deal. Yeah. So then I had to do a few things. As I said, I cleaned it all up. Also, when we purchased it, the locking handle, perhaps you can take a look over here, Diana. The locking handle, which you can see here, it was not working. The handle itself had badly corroded. I have a picture of it. I'll show it to you there. And so the handle, which is on the other side of here, and operates these locking rods, was destroyed. It was $16 for a new locking handle with keys. Not a big deal. And I had to, and this area right here where the locking handle fits was not in really good shape. I cleaned it up, and then I made another aluminum plate, thicker than the original, riveted nicely in place. You can't even see it from the outside in there. Mounted a new handle. I got new rods from our good friends at the Windmill and Truck Cap Company. I'm going to put a link on there for you, a picture of their business card, because they're just excellent. They have everything that you would possibly need. They sell new caps, but they have all the accessories and the toys. So I put new rods on, and the clips come with this. And this is a system I like best. You probably know, if you have a cap, that there are various ways of doing this. A lot of caps have two handles. And you have two handles. So to open or close it, you have to go turn the two handles, and then each handle has a key. So you have to, so it's a little bit of a nuisance. I prefer the single handle in the middle with a key. The latest models use a wire cable. Runs out from the handle to the edge, and it pulls a latch. I'm not crazy about that. First of all, you have to mount a latch onto the cap, and then the cables and everything. So I got this little older style, which is two solid steel rods. You turn the handle, the rods go that way, and can't open it. Turn it the other way, the rods pull in, and you open it. It's that easy. So cleaned all this up. The support telescopic shocks were in good shape. Cleaned all that up, and now is the exciting part. Will it fit onto my F-150? Well, now obviously I've already checked a little bit, so I know it probably will. I may have to make a couple of more small adjustments to it. You may also notice that I found I had to put a seal around the cap, and there's different types. The original seals on most of these caps, just a flat piece of foam rubber, inch and a half wide, flat piece of rubber with a sticky side, and you stick it down all the way around, and they work really well. A couple of problems. Number one, they tend to stick to the truck as well. Certainly, if you leave it on for very long, that seal sticks to the truck. So you go to take the cap off, it's tough. It's stuck to the truck, kind of tears. I found these, again, on the internet, although they are used by a lot of cap companies, and I thought this was really nice. Can you see that in there, Diana? It is a flat piece of rubber, right, that sticks with 3M tape tightly to the cap, but it also has two tubes, the two foam rubber tubes that run all the way around. Which is pretty good. When you set the cap on the truck and clamp it down, these compress. Boy, that's going to make a really good seal. And there's two of them. So it ought to be very waterproof. And for our project, for our idea, we want this to be waterproof. We don't want water coming in. So I've got that all installed. Truck's nice and clean. Diana has painted it on the inside. It looks like new. Looks like new. So far, we have invested $500. Okay, so What else? We're going to try it on the truck in just a couple of minutes. But before we do that, I need to trim this back door. When you bring the back door down onto the F-150, the bottom edge of the door hits the top of the tailgate before it will close. So I have to take a ½ an inch off this bottom edge all the way along there. And then I'm going to put a piece of rubber tubing along that edge all the way along to seal that from water as well. So that's what I'm doing right now. We're going to get that finished, and then we're going to put this cap onto the F-150 and see if it works. If it works, I'm a hero, because you can get a cap for your F-150 without having to spend $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. Can I put a Chev or Dodge truck cap onto my Ford? The short answer is no. It's a pain in the butt. It's hard. The long answer is, if you're handy and you have this video at your disposal, yes, there it is. This is a GM truck from I think he said 12 or 13 or 14, somewhere in there, sitting on a F1 2019 F115. So there you go. A little bit of work, good seals on it, polish it up, get a pretty one. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Now, come on over here. I want to show you the back, how that latch works. The single latch in the middle, very strong. Flip it like that. Give it a little tug like that. Up it goes, like so. And there you go. Just that easy. And you can see on the inside here, it sits perfectly. You can see a picture of me riding in the Rocky Mountains in British Columbia many years ago. The picture I have on the back of the F-150 on the back of the truck. And there you go. Just that easy. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the clamps organized, make sure they work properly. 4 clamps to hold it down snugly. And then I need to do some wiring. I'm going to have a couple of lights at the front, one light at the back. It's easy to do. Anyway, yes, you can put a GM or Dodge truck cap onto an F-150 with a little bit of work. That's it, guys. Take care.